Hello to everyone, welcome to Everyday's Wisdom from the Gospels. This is your Pastor Yadi. I hope all is well with all of you, and wherever on the globe you are, may it be a welcoming new day or a day that already started in a good experience in your work, with your kids, with your grandparents, and name it, with your friends. Welcome. Jesus, moved with compassion, stretched out his hand and touched him, and said to him, I am willing, be cleansed. Mark 1:41. You are chosen. You are so blessed. You are loved with an everlasting love. Write it somewhere down that you can see it a couple of times a day. Jesus had time for individuals and ministered personally to people like Nicodemus the Pharisee, the woman at the well of Sychar, the rich young ruler, the thief on the cross, and there a man full of leprosy. Luke 5:12. Leprosy in that day was feared, and lepers were among the lowest on the social ladder. They were required to stay 6 feet or more away from other people, and when approaching others had to cry out, unclean, unclean. Yet Jesus paused in his busy schedule to listen to the man's plea, to speak to him, to touch him, and to heal him. Jesus often spoke to huge crowds, and many people who don't usually have time for individuals. But Jesus was moved with compassion. See Mark 6:34 and chapter 8 verse 2. Let's take time for individuals, no matter how full the schedule or how weary the body. This makes us more like our Master. Jesus met the physical needs of people as well as their spiritual needs. He healed the sick and handicapped, fed the hungry, and even raised the dead. He ministered to the whole person, and this is the church justification for founding schools, hospitals, and other agencies that provide the needy with the necessities of life. This man was desperate. He fell on his face before Jesus, worshipped him, and implored him to help him. And Jesus healed him. When you and I give the agencies that minister to the body as well as proclaim the gospel, we are following the example of our Lord. What Jesus did for the man wasn't just in response to his needs. He also responded to the man's faith. The leper knew that Jesus could heal him. His only problem was whether Jesus was willing to heal him. The leper did not pray as the demonized boy's father prayed. But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Mark 9:22. Prayer involves the will of God as well as the power of God. Now, this is the confidence that we have in Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we have asked of Him. 1 John 5:14 and 15. But how can we know God's will? Our major guide is the Bible, as the Spirit teaches us. This doesn't mean desperation's opening the Bible anywhere and pointing to a verse, but reading and meditating on the scriptures daily and being attentive to God's voice. It means praying and waiting on the Lord, for sometimes He uses other believers to direct us. On more than one occasion, the Lord has given me guidance from a sentence in a sermon or even a casual remark in conversation. We must pray for the lost because we know the Lord wants them to be saved. Jesus told the man not to tell others who had healed him, but he disobeyed and spread the good news wherever he went. This meant Jesus had to lay low to escape the crowds, and yet they seemed to find him. I'm sure the Lord forgave the man for disobeying orders. Jesus told him to keep quiet, but he told everybody. Jesus told us to tell everybody the gospel, and we keep quiet. Which of us is the greater offender? If Jesus has done something special for you, tell somebody. For we cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard. Acts 4:20. If this man was touched and healed by Jesus, he must felt inside an overjoy where he didn't even care and maybe even didn't hurt when Jesus said, "Don't tell." He was so excited, so full, that he probably was dancing and could not shut his mouth. So let that be a lesson for us. How did Jesus touch you and me? How do we spread the news about that? Bring in practice what the Lord is doing in your life, so that other people will be touched by the healing and the glory that we give back to Jesus. May the peace of God be with you and stays with you, and may His light shine upon you and keep you safe. Spread the news, my dear ones. He is worthy to be praised and to be glorified. This is your Pastor Yadi. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.